Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Going to read through the full article here. There's a link in the description. I will let you know that this is a bit of a political topic, or there's certainly political aspects, political angles that you could take. I may not indulge myself fully in the discussion of such topics, but you are welcome to in the comments. I may not love heart all of the comments that you make, but you are welcome to state what you wish. Man has been arrested over an explosive device planted in a French cathedral, Saint-Etienne. Doesn't look that crash hot in this picture here, but I think my thumbnail makes it look nice. And are you going to hear about this subject elsewhere? Are you going to hear about somebody trying to, let's say, blow up the Saint-Etienne Cathedral? Or is that not news, according to other journalists? So I applaud Breitbart for covering this. I applaud myself for covering this. I'm so wonderful. A 47-year-old man with a known history of placing suspicious parcels on the city's metro system. Wait, what? Hang on. This guy's known for putting bombs in your subways, and he's still allowed to walk the streets. What's going on with that? France, Macron, why are you letting your terrorists walk the streets? That's fucking weird. A 47-year-old man with a known history of placing suspicious parcels on the city's metro system has been indicted by prosecutors in Toulouse after allegedly planting an explosive device in the Saint-Etienne Cathedral. The man was arrested on Friday by French police in the suburb of Baume, several hours after he is said to have placed an explosive device at the foot of the altar of the Saint-Etienne Cathedral at around 8:30 a.m. that morning during Mass. During Mass. How the fuck does that happen? He just walks up. Oh, here you go, priest. Bonjour, priest. Let me, please, por favor, let me drop off this bomb at the fucking altar whilst you're conducting a service. Is that what happened? As the man attempted to flee the cathedral, a church employee, sacristan, made an attempt to detain the man before he could leave, but he was unable. So this terrorist was able to get away, apparently. Here's a quote from the sacristan. I don't really know what a sacristan is, but I'm gathering it's an employee of the church. A person in charge of a sacristy and its contents, the sexton of a parish church. So like the caretaker, I think that would be a rough, a fairly good description. So the sacristan, the caretaker of the cathedral, said, "A man came in with a package under his arm. I mistook him for a delivery man. He walked through the nave and dropped off the package in front of the steps of the altar. He shoved me. He said something and he left." Well, that's not very polite, is it? I mean, okay, leaving an IED explosive device is one thing, but shoving you, come on, that's way too much. The package is believed to have been an improvised explosive device, an IED, and the incident led to 40 worshippers needing to be evacuated from the cathedral. The package did not explode, and police later dealt with it. So here's a nicer picture of the cathedral. There we go, that's more like it. On Saturday, the Toulouse prosecutor's office stated that the 47-year-old terrorist had been indicted and charged with premeditated violence, and noted that the man had previously been convicted of threatening people with a weapon. I mean, didn't he also drop off an IED in a metro station? Wasn't that also said previously? Another source claimed that the man had been connected to the placing of suspicious parcels, plural, there's an S on the end, parcels, on the Toulouse metro system last month. Oh, fuck off. He was connected to the placing of suspicious parcels on the metro system last month, and he's allowed to walk free. What the fuck are you guys doing? It's almost as if the government of France or the anti-terrorism unit of France actually wants terrorism to happen. If it's letting suspected or known terrorists to like walk free and still have access to the resources to make or to resource or to source IEDs, improvised explosive devices, then that is utter craziness. What do they want? Civil war? Is that what the French want? Is that what all these fucking governments want? I've just remembered I did say I wouldn't indulge on the political side. Perhaps I might be doing that a little bit, but this is not good, is it? Why is any modern Western nation allowing their known or suspected domestic terrorists to walk around town willy-nilly and also to have access to IEDs, you know? Why is that happening? That is fucking nuts. The guy is connected to the placing of suspicious parcels on the Toulouse metro system last month, and he's allowed to walk free. He's allowed to walk into the cathedrals, shove and push around the sacristan, and leave parcels on the altar during Mass. Attacks on churches and anti-Christian attacks are recognized as a rapidly developing problem in France. This week, Vatican Secretary of State Cardinal Pietro Parolin slammed the situation for Christians in France and highlighted a new report that claimed the vast majority of anti-religious acts in France last year were directed at Christians. I mean, I could say something that would get me blocked right now. I could quite easily point out that that's not really the popular rhetoric, is it? We're told something other than that. We're told something other than Christians are the ones that are persecuted in the media. We're told other things. But look, I'm no expert on this subject, and I'll be clear. I consider myself a Christian, or at least I grew up a Christian. I was raised a Christian, and I place extreme value in Christian values. I live in accordance with Christian values, largely, somewhat. I somewhat live in accordance with Christian values. So I do respect Christianity, and I respect these churches. You know, I grew up, I was raised Roman Catholic. I can't tell you if Saint-Etienne is a Roman Catholic church, or perhaps it's part of a different denomination. I don't know. I've not looked into it. But yeah, I am aware. I do have this awareness that not only in France and not only in Europe, across many countries, across Africa, I know there's been multiple cases in Egypt. There's a particular denomination in Egypt which slips my mind, but that they have suffered huge numbers of terrorist attacks, of persecution, murders, burning downs of churches, cathedrals. It's not a new thing. I mean, even Notre Dame. I mean, perhaps it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. There was an attempt to burn that down. To me, it's a big problem because, to me, right, again, I'm rambling at this point. I realize that I grew up Christian. I was raised Roman Catholic, and I've always seen, and my family has always seen, beauty in these cathedrals. You know, these are pleasant places to visit, even as a tourist, you know, even without the religious context, the religious belief, even without that. They're just amazing buildings, inside and out, you know, just incredible. It's just modern architecture just doesn't come anywhere near in comparison. So they're really quite stunning and create a feeling of awe and wonder and calmness and serenity. And they are being destroyed. They are being destroyed. And let's ask that question again. What are the governments doing about it? What are the authorities doing about it? Well, they're allowing their known or suspected domestic terrorists to carry on. All right, mate, we've got reason to believe you've been leaving multiple IEDs on the subways, the trains. Have you been doing that? No. Oh, okay. Well, we'll take your word for it. On your way, son. Is that what they're doing? They're just letting these guys go. They're just letting them carry on. They're just letting them carry on. So let's hope this time. Did they arrest the guy? I can't remember now. Yeah, he's been arrested. Let's hope this time he gets punished. Let's hope that this 47-year-old that has a known history of placing suspicious parcels across the city of Toulouse, let's hope that you jail him this time, maybe for a decent amount of time, maybe keep some kind of tabs on him, maybe do what you can to ensure that he's not going to be dropping off IEDs at anywhere else. Maybe, just a thought. And if that means locking him up in jail for life, then maybe do that. If it means the death penalty, maybe do that. Anyway, I'll wrap things up here. If this is the type of content that you like, please do show me a little bit of encouragement. If you don't like it, show me a little bit of discouragement. If you like, I know this has been political and maybe some of the subscribers here don't want that. Maybe they don't agree with my political views or inferences. Either way is fine. But I kind of enjoyed making this video, to be honest with you. So I'm going to wrap things up. There's a link in the description. Take care out there, guys, especially on the metro systems. And thank you for your time.